Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Every Rush Song.
Have you lived a lifetime today? Or do you feel like you just got carried away? What is the meaning of this Rush song? And the stars look down.
That's
the
what I'd
intro
like
with
to know,
lyrics.
Shayne. What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this?
And the
Well-
stars look down.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you've listened to every Rush song.
He says it right there in the song. We'll play a little bit of the song because this is how it goes.
Let's do it. Is that a sitar? That sounds like a sitar.
I think it's space guitar.
It's a space sitar.
Yes.
Was it
Nice
something he
fade.
said? I know. I'm learning about. No, I didn't learn anything.
Well, I've got a little backstory on this song as far as the inspiration for the song. If you guys want to hear it, it is extremely.
No, let's move on.
Next.
Yes, please, Jay.
Well, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I assume it is because I read it I'm reading it on the internet. But this song is supposedly based on a 1935 novel of the same name by A.J. Cronin,
Oh, I know him.
which was also made into a film in 1939. The book tells of an English mining town pre-World War I, following families and their trials and triumphs, particularly a young man who is a miner and tries to change the conditions for which miners work, but in the end loses his battle for change in Parliament and also his wife. He gained nothing and returned to be a miner. And the end. That is the basis for this song.
Wow.
So it's happy.
Wow.
It's a happy song.
It's a
Wow.
sad story. Now, was he trying to lower this minor? Was he just trying to lower the drinking age, or what was?
I think we're talking about. I think he was a coal miner. Shayne.
Oh, my bad.
That
My
is
bad.
my thinking. I could be mistaken. Kind of sounds like the plot of Grapes of Wrath too.
But did he marry a coal miner's daughter?
The thing is, he did, and then
And of course he did.
yeah, and then and then he did, yeah. So there's that. Now I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just saying I read it on the internet. So usually everything on the internet you should take it as face value.
So what were the stars in that movie? I got coal, I got wife, I got Parliament, but I didn't get stars. And
There were no. Well, there's a line in the song that goes booby dooby doo boo. No, that's not it. I just made.
Booba dooba doo.
Yeah, it's I have no idea. I have no idea.
I found some research
No.
too from something from the Vapor Trails tour book.
Please be better
Which-
than mine.
Neil, no, that was good because Neil was attracted to that title, and the stars looked down, because, quote, it seemed to express a fitting view of an uncaring universe.
And there we go. No
That's the
matter
song.
what you do, you're going to get screwed over.
Speaking of stars, go Stars. Am I right?
Go
Yes.
Stars!
Go
Yes.
stars.
Tomorrow night is game 1 of the
Of the conference championship
Conference Championship. Go Stars!
against the hated Las Vegas Knights.
By the time this plays, the Stars will have won or
Ooh.
lost
Oh,
or
wow.
not been in the Stanley Cup.
There's
Wait,
a
are
bold
you- are-
prediction
are you-
from Jay.
Are you sure they can't just end it with a tie?
You can end everything in a tie because everybody gets a trophy now.
Right.
Yes.
Participation
Participation.
is making it worse.
Wow, didn't expect
We're
that turn.
old. We're grumpy old men. Well,
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
All right. The
Well,
stars look down. Does anybody like this song?
well, yes, I do like this song, and so I'm going to go ahead and start basically talking what Jay said and what you said, Shayne. And I had talked to Shayne earlier today on the phone.
I've heard of those.
And, for the most part, in the Rush songs that we have covered so far, I don't go back and do just a lot of research, trying to find out what Neil was actually trying to talk about.
Obviously.
I-
Sorry. go ahead.
I take it, at what I would consider face value. So when I'm listening to this song, as pretty much all the other songs, this song sounds to me like, once again, he's expressing his feelings about his two tragedies.
Yeah.
To me, it sounds like somebody who could be a believer in God or isn't a believer in God and has had something bad, and you're having that conversation with God and you're saying,
What is the meaning of
what
this?
is the meaning of this? I need you to explain to this to me, God, because it makes no sense. A- Everything to me in the song is that conversation. Now, Neil, not being a believer in God, but
The
he's
universe? I mean,
he's traveling by himself on that motorcycle for a very long time. And he had at one point, okay, maybe not to God, but to what he thinks, if there is a God, what that God would be, and saying, hey, is it something I said? Is this why I'm being punished? You know, lots of things. I remember, uh, and boy, I'm getting personal here, but uh, when my wife and
I was
I
gonna say that sounded a little bit like
were, we were pregnant for the first time and had gone to the doctor for the first little check and inspection, blah, 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 blah. So we were at about 8 or 9 weeks at that time, what we thought, and to find out that the pregnancy had ceased probably around the 6 week period, you know. And of course, we were so excited that we committed the cardinal sin of, as soon as
telling.
we found out, we're telling everybody,
Yeah.
you know, everybody at our church, the family, blah, 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 blah. And then, so when that hit, I'm not sure if I've ever felt anger before like that. I was so angry, and I was angry at God. And I was basically saying the exact same things that you hear in the lyrics here, why? Why? There's people who are having kids like bunny rabbits that can't afford it, but they are just getting pregnant and popping out more kids. And here we are, we've been trying, and we get the good news, and now it's taken away. Why would you do that? What is the meaning of this? What are you trying to do? That is the conversation that I was having. And again, me being a believer, I know that I can be angry and ask these questions and know that the God that I believe in is not God if he can't handle me being a little upset.
God can take it.
God can take it. So that's what this song to me, and I have never typed in and tried what was Neil talking about in this song. I've never done that. I'm just listening to the words, knowing the circumstances, and thinking that's what it is. So I'm a little shocked that it possibly could be from a 1939 movie and the novel beforehand. You know what the internet says.
Yeah, whatever the internet
Yeah.
it's
Right.
I think it's supposed to be of the same name, The Stars
Yep.
Look Down. Yeah,
And
That is
I
correct,
think
Jay.
thank me.
and
I mean,
and
thank
I
you.
think musically, when you hear that da, 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 all that playing between Alex's guitar and Neil's drum kit playing, it sounds angry. It doesn't get gentle and peaceful until right before the chorus with the "What is the meaning of this?" You know, it gets all gentle and sweet and somber, you know, but then it goes right back into da, 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 da.
It goes, "What is the meaning of this?" Is we're singing, "And the stars look down." So basically, that's the prayer. What's the meaning of this? And the
Yes.
stars look down because he thinks he doesn't hear anything. He doesn't get an answer. There's no answer. That's
They
the
ain't
problem.
talking. They're looking, but they ain't talking.
Yeah. It's it's basically what I get from this. Yeah, like to your point, Tim, is basically uh it's very autobiographical. I mean, he's basically he's saying, yeah, I don't know what do I do? I
Right.
can't win for losing. It-
Who did that?
and then God said,
Ooh, bada, bada. There's some angry guitar right there.
but yeah, I mean, it's a sad song when you think about the lyrics. The music is great, but
Yeah, this this is probably going to be my fifth favorite song. It's either fifth or sixth from the album.
now I
I
will say this.
I like it better than Peaceable Kingdom. I like it better than Ghost Rider.
Do you like it better than Prestige Worldwide?
Oh no, nothing's better than Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Boats and hoes.
I yeah, the song, but you know, you read it, the lyrics are a lot more clear than that previous song, I believe. Was it the one that Peaceable Kingdom was about with all the Joker
All the
cards and all
tarot
that?
cards. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at all. But this I understand, and this is universal, these thoughts that he's having.
Yeah.
And somebody listens to us and to it, and maybe they're thinking they're the only ones that feel this way, and they hear this and so good I'm not the only one, especially when you're a teenager. Listen to Rush, because there's so
Mhm.
many that do now. You're listening to Rush, and you listen to these lyrics, and it's you're kind of like, okay, then maybe I'm not alone in this. Um, you know, it's therapeutic kind of. Well,
Yeah.
writing music is therapeutic, period. But
True, Jay. True.
So
That was
that was my viewpoint on the lyrics right there, and a little bit on the music. I also had mentioned to Shayne that every time I hear, you want to play that? Can you play that right now, Shayne? That
the little
guitar sound?
the little space guitar thing. Yes. So what's the name of the song again? Just kidding.
Not that part.
I know I had to go. No, you want the
that
space
sound a little
guitar
bit
part?
like you may be right.
Yes.
Dum
I-
dum
I,
dum
I,
dum
I,
dum.
I want the electrode sound.
By the way, I accidentally said space guitar fart instead of space guitar part. I want to apologize to everyone because that shouldn't happen in a world like ours.
In a world.
You can point it out, Tim.
So that part to me, every time I hear that, and it's even more at the very end of the song when he's doing that, I picture a mad scientist laboratory and all the little electrodes and stuff shooting off little, you know, sparks and lightning and stuff like that. It makes me think of Frankenstein.
The globe
I'm sorry,
that you touch, and then the
Frankenstein.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank
thank
you for
you.
saying it correctly.
Frankenstein.
the globe that you touch, and then the
Right.
lightning little
Yes.
electrical thing comes up
Yes.
at your.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's the
those
thing.
are awesome.
That little part with the sitar, I mean, I'm assuming that's a sitar.
No,
Space.
that's not a sitar. Have you ever listened to a Beatles song with George Harrison?
Yeah,
Okay, that doesn't sound anything like a
it
sitar.
sounds like the Indian the sitar sound.
Sitar.
It's like my number one, like whenever I hear the Beatles song and I hear that, or any song with like a sitar,
Turn
I
it off.
turn it off.
Oh
I can't
no!
stand it. It
Do you
just
like it better than steampunk?
Play sitar. Play
Yeah.
sitar. Play sitar. Oh, girl.
Yeah.
I figured somebody would join me in on that one, but
No, I
once
kind of think
again,
this song
left alone.
obvious. It's kind of the opposite of free will, is it not? Or free
Wait.
will?
I'm
What?
sorry. What the opposite?
Well, he's asking the universe, asking God, whatever, what is the meaning of this? What did I do to deserve this? Now, what? And then there's lines such as, because I really like this line, like a rat in a maze who says, watch me choose my own direction.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the rat thinks he's in control, but he's in this controlled environment, like the Matrix, maybe something like that. And then the fly on the wheel who says, what a lot of dust we're raising, because he's got his own, he thinks he's free,
Right.
but he's just on this little wheel spinning around. Whereas free will asks something, planet of playthings, we dance on the strings of powers we cannot perceive. You know, free will is saying that nothing controls, there's no being, not the universe, nothing controls anything that's happening here on Earth. The stars look down is saying, well, you might think you're part of the scheme, you think you're in control, but you're really just a plaything of something.
Well, yeah, I mean, like
Watch me choose my own direction.
like the thing where, yeah, watch me choose my own direction. Are you under the illusion that the path is winding your way?
Yeah. Or is that even what he means at all? Is he even talking about you think you're in control of your destiny of the world, but you're really being manipulated by
Or
the giant
it-
boy.
or if
Look
I'm
up
not,
to
or
see
if I'm
the
not in
giant
control of my
boy.
destiny, then tell me what the hell I need to do to keep all these bad things from happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
And
I
I'm not
think
suggesting that he changes. Well, I mean, he may have. How long ago? How many years
Yeah.
between free will and the stars look down? But I'm not saying he changed his mind, but
Yeah.
it's
Well,
obviously
I-
wrote
I-
this
I-
at a
I-
rough time.
I think the song is a little bit. It's saying both. You know, hey, I'm the rat in the maze, and I'm going to go the way that I want, and then something bad happens to you, and you're floored by it, and you've got nothing to do but just ask whoever that all these people are talking about. Okay, so why are you doing this to me? You know, it's that I think it's a little bit of both happening in this song. It's talking about it's his free will, it's the fly's free will, it's the rat's free will to do whatever they want to do, and then boom, what you're left going, why is this happening to me? You're asking somebody that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? Why me? Who are you asking that?
Well, I mean, you're either asking God or a totem pole or
The universe.
right, whatever.
I mean,
You know, I think there's a point where you still, if you believe or not, you're asking this so-called higher power, what, why, what, and was it something that I did or I said that caused this?
yeah, I mean, you're in such despair no matter what you believe or don't believe, at the time you're grasping for anything.
Right. Exactly.
So he's exploring, and maybe he's exploring, okay, if there is a God, tell me why this is happening.
yeah.
And doesn't that, whether or not you're religious, someone is religious, people generally do that, religious or not, right?
Absolutely.
When
Yeah.
things are going well, they don't think that anything is controlling it, or they just think things are going well. They don't even think about it. I mean, things are just
Right.
going well. They're just in that moment, appreciating that. But
Mhm.
then when things go wrong, then you kind of want something to blame, or
Right.
something did it. And so then we, I guess in the song, he's anthropomorphizing the universe, trying to give it these qualities of controlling or being vengeful or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, which
Yeah.
kind of reminds me of the other line. I want to read a song that says, "Stars aren't aligned, are the gods are maligned." Right? That's kind of this. What is the meaning of what did I do to malign you? All right.
Or the stars aren't in the right position. But see, I mean, and of course, when we cover permanent waves, I'll bring this up again and disagree with you. I don't think free will is absolutely stating that there's not a God.
It's just saying I choose free will. And God gave us
Right,
free will.
right. Because
Right?
he's saying you can choose a ready guide in
Yeah.
some celestial voice, celestial,
Mhm.
heavenly,
Right.
if it's an
Oh.
angel, if it's
Now,
God Jehovah, you know,
Yeah. I choose to make up my own mind.
Well, he said
I'm-
Jehovah. Oh man, you
Every
watch the Life of
Monty
Brian.
Python on sketch.
He said Jehovah. Yeah, well, I am looking forward to Permanent Waves. Will that be next? I don't know, but I'm looking for that so that I can tell Tim why he's wrong. What?
Oh, I am looking forward to it so I can sit here and continue looking confused.
wait a second. What is the meaning of this?
Well,
Why are y'all so for making me look bad? Is it something I said?
Well,
Is it
wait
something
a
that you would
minute.
like me to do?
He's
it's something we're trying to prove, Tim.
using this.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Nice work, Tim. I like it.
Nice work. Nice work.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, personally, I think the song is pretty straightforward. And I do, and I like the lyrics. I understand the lyrics, which is a big bonus for me.
Yeah, it's
Is-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is it my favorite song on the album? Of course not. If it's
Yes, it is.
is it
My-
one of my favorite songs on the album?
Not
Of course not. Do I like to ask myself and answer my own questions? Of course I do. But
What is
you
that
know,
called?
I forgot.
What is that called? That's called something. I'm going to look that up.
Is it?
It's got to be a
Okay.
grammatical tool where you ask
It's,
yourself questions and answer that.
It's called insanity.
Oh, thanks, Tim.
Well, I keep doing it over and over again, keep thinking it'll change, but it won't.
Do you keep doing it over and over again, thinking it'll change? Okay. All right. I found a few. Oh, and that is one cool thing about it is that it's not so literal, but it's still very relatable and very obvious what it means. I don't think there's a lot of maybe
I
on some
feel-
minutia, some of the details, but there's not a lot of debate on what it's about.
I feel Neil probably when he wrote this song, he goes, "Oh, that last one was gonna be pretty over some people's heads, Jay. So this next one, I'm gonna dumb it down for you a little bit, okay, Jay? And I think you'll understand it a little bit better. I think that's kind of what he had in mind, or not. I don't know.
Yes.
You know who does know?
Who?
I don't know.
That's a good point.
All right. Here at 134 in the song, the behind Getty's saying, "Are you under the illusion the path is winding your way?" There's a really cool guitar part behind it. And I'm going to play it right here on the remix because I like the original better. And I don't know. I don't know if the differences are coming through. I need to go back and I need to get to the point where I'm editing the videos where we've compared to see if the differences are coming through. But here it is on the remix. Yeah, do 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 do. Now, the reason I like the part of the reason I like this remix version better is because it doesn't have that in the background as much.
Oh, I didn't. Do you have the other version?
See, was
I
that
do.
I don't remember
There's
the
some
original version. Was that Getty singing? Because when I
Yeah,
just heard
there's-
something in the background, but I thought I was hearing a keyboard.
Oh no, Tim! There were
no,
no
there's
keyboards
no
on Vapor
keyboard,
Trails.
so-
That's right, Tim. No keyboards on Vapor Trails. But seriously, did you hear the Gettios on that? You want to play that again for the Gettios?
Yeah, I was hearing something.
Okay, I'll play. This is the remix again, just for the Gettios. Yeah, it's like a ooh doo doo, and then here's
I didn't hear. I couldn't hear it. That's weird.
Jay. I am gonna kick you. I'm really not gonna kick you. I love you too much.
I guess maybe I'm
Deaf.
Space guitar.
I'm space guitar. I guess that I am not allergic to. I'm allergic to spaghettios, or no Gettios, or I'm not. I'm what do they call it when you can't get sick? I'm
agnostic.
agnostic
Immune?
I'm immune to
Or immune.
Gettios.
He's immune to agnosticism.
He's
So do you have the other version? Because I honestly I didn't hear the spaghettios in that. I mean the Gettios.
Oh, and the
Mm.
old version. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll do it one more time. One more time, just for the people in the back row.
And this is the old
Back
version.
row. This will be the remix here. And listen for it. Yes,
Okay.
behind it, there's a doo doo doo
Which do you hear it better in? The remix or the
in the remix.
okay.
Oh
'Cause I
yeah.
couldn't hear it. Okay.
Oh well. Let's try it one more time.
I heard it that time. It's very faint. It's very in the
Yeah.
background. It almost sounds like an instrument.
And and
Yeah.
Which it is.
actually,
It's his
and the more I
voice.
play it, the more I like it. Because now that I'm singing it a couple of times, I'm like, I like that. I really like that. All right, here it is on the remix. What sucks because you can't hear it get his O's.
yeah.
Wait,
Yes,
I'm
it- It's not
confused.
there at all, so you can hear all you hear is the
So
guitar.
okay,
I'm
so
confused.
Shayne,
Hold on.
Shayne was playing the original first,
Okay.
and
But I
that
thought
was
that
the remix.
Okay.
No, the second one was the remix.
That's what we just said.
Yeah, that's what we just said.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. The second one is the original. Here's the original again with no oohs in the background. Here's the original.
No,
Now
that
here's
was the remix. That was the remix.
now here's the remix according
Okay.
to iTunes and
Okay, okay.
I hear it in that. I hear
Okay,
it in that.
so I guess what I'm confused about was because you can't stand Gettios. It is
sometimes.
that you didn't like the remix because you heard the Gettios.
Yeah, but now the more that I listen to it, the more I like that. The more I like that.
I like the Gettios. In this one, I'm not a big fan of Gettios, but
Yeah.
in this one, it's sort of it's a dusting of Gettios. It's
And
not
now
like that.
it doesn't sound like a keyboard part, but it sounds like a violin section.
Yeah.
To me. just for this real quick little part right there.
Yeah. Which, to succeed in that challenge of not having any keyboards, I'll take it. I dig it. I like it.
Personally.
Here's a cool guitar lick at 156. Did you hear that? That
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just love that. It's just so cool.
Those guys are really good musicians.
I know.
They're not bad. They're not bad.
Yeah, who knew?
Someone needs to make a meme with Alex dressed up like Barney Stinson when it shows Rush and they're thinking, I wonder if let's try an album maybe without any keyboards. And then Alex stands up and goes, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. That reminds me, every time Bilta and I play golf, we'll hit if we get close to the green but not on the green, maybe even if it's like 5 feet from the green, I'm like, I don't know if we can putt from here or not. And Bilta will always go, challenge accepted. We're having fun.
Okay, here's cool guitar. I like this break of the song. I like it. You hear that? With the bass and
I heard that.
Is awesome. Yeah, it's kind of that same riff again, but for some reason, I guess with the on the drums, it's a little heavier and more badass.
Tim, is that lady still crying?
And then a little while later in that, I love the Alex guitar feedback on this part here. We're not overdoing this, are we?
No.
You can hear this a little better on the original version.
Overdoing Rush.
That's like
What was I thinking?
Cooking a salad. Huh? I like that.
I love good guitar feedback.
Yeah. And I noticed not on this song, but in another song on this album, he does this thing and he's just doing one note. He might switch to another note, but it's just one long, and it just sounds cool.
Just that, yeah, it's that cool. The note's there, and then I think there's a little feedback too.
Yeah.
And the note is sustained, and there's some feedback too, and it just gives it this kind of haunting. All right, cool. There's a cool snare and guitar hits here. It's Alex and Neil playing together at this point at 3:05 in The Stars Look Down. Hello.
I wonder what key signature that is. I mean, time signature that is.
I think it's 4.
I think it's in the. It's in the key of awesome.
Well, back it up a measure before that part.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the measure before.
Or
or
switch, 2 measures.
All right, it's going to be about 5 seconds before because I'm not really
Okay.
sure. All right, ready? And then this is also on the remix.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4.
It's 4, yeah.
4.
It just add a little something to it.
Now listen, about the same time, but the original, you can hear a really badass bass line behind it too. Can you hear it's pretty subtle, but it's kind of got okay, cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, Rush.
Rush, man. They do cool stuff like that.
And
this album's awesome because there's 2 different versions of it to listen to. Where else do you get that other than Vapor Trails?
Right.
I love them both. I love both.
This song.
Do you love both?
You know,
or you just heard both.
I love
And
both.
you love both.
You know, this song, except for, yes, the parts they're playing are a little bit more complicated, but to me, it's got that just hard rock feel. No, I mean, there's nothing just absolutely crazy that Neil does in this song. Not what you typically would think. He is just a hard rock drummer in this song.
Yeah.
Getty's doing some cool stuff. Alex does some really cool stuff, but it's really cool hard rock stuff. It's very, to me, it's could be from the first album. You know, with
Except
that
for he
same
wasn't on
kind
that
of.
album.
Oh, thanks,
all
Jay. I
people.
wasn't aware of that one.
Oops.
He
I know, we
mentioned
shouldn't
the
even
first
cover that
album as
first
though he
album.
thought he was on it.
But that's what I'm saying. And this song has got the same. I said this earlier. It's got
Ice,
the
Ice.
same anger and energy of 2112. To me, it does.
Nope.
Thank you very
Jay?
kindly.
I don't know about that.
You don't really? You
Yeah.
don't feel the aggressive playing and intensity?
Oh, I mean, it's intense. It's
Hi.
intense. So if we're just going on the intensity sake for the sake of intensity, then sure, there's intensity.
Okay.
But I don't know that I would compare it to the intensity of 2112.
All right. Hey, every Rush Song fans, I just want to let you know that this is my last episode. You can join me next week on my own podcast called The Real Every Rush Song, where I will not have these two jokers with me.
It'll be called The Real Every Rush Song because I don't want anybody to disagree with me.
Oh,
Ew.
son of a bitch.
Even space guitars taunting him there too a little bit.
Space guitar. Whoa, don't disagree. Why do I sound like Dracula?
He loves to count the disagreements. Well,
No,
we already said, did we say our favorite lyrics? Kinda. I think I said I like the rat in the maze. Watch me choose my own direction.
Yeah, I don't have anything that outweighs the other. To me, they're just all
I like this one.
superb.
Are you surprised by confusion when it leads you astray?
I think it's astray, Jay. It's astray.
It's not ashtray.
Okay, well that makes a lot more sense.
Oh, good.
Jeez. Okay. This comedy second has been promoted by beer.
That might be a good line for the shirts I want to do.
It's not just for breakfast anymore.
That's right.
That might be a good line for the shirts I want to do. Are you surprised by confusion when it leads you astray? I like it.
I do too. That's a good one.
Yeah, bringing it strong. The stars look down.
Yeah,
we have done. Is this the halfway point of? No, we're not even at the halfway point. We've still got 2 more songs. We've got a song and a half before we're at the halfway point of Vapor Trails.
Wow.
I feel like we did this particular song enough justice to where we can go next week and talk about the next song on this album, which is called Tim.
Well, Jay, that's how it is and how it's going to be.
It is what it is. That's how it is. And that's how it's going to be.
That's what it is. Well, we have told you what we think. Even this guy right here and then this guy right here. We want to know what you think. Let us know. Email us. I forgot what I was going to say. 2112 at EveryRushSong. Find us on Instagram, on Twitter, maybe sometimes. I haven't been as on Twitter much. I'm having trouble. Like at EveryRushSong on both of those. Tim, thank the folks. Tell them good night for us, please, sir.
Colleyville Heritage High School. It's been a wonderful second night. 2 nights in a row. We want to wish good luck to the girls softball team tomorrow. Thank you very kindly. Good night.